want to talk about is pits at punk shows. Oddly good practice.
Yeah. Yeah.
For both what we're talking about, like not starting, not stopping, feeling people's energy, knowing, you know, like it rises, it settles down, you're dealing with violence.
Metal shows, mores, and then the fights, you know.
If you're a bouncer, get in the pit, you know.
Dealing with the brothers at hip-hop clubs. I mean, generally brothers these days don't fight, so, you know. That's just the way it is. You know, they just generally don't fight. They're going to come back and shoot you. So that takes
not in Oakland, like in New York they might.
Yeah, in New York they might. In Oakland they're just going to shoot you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was a whole different scenario because, you know, you're working at these clubs and, you know, dudes, and it's like, yeah, I can take this dude, but I know for a fact he's going to come back and try and shoot me. Yeah. That part, once again, we say that's when it comes to the, you know, to the mental martial arts. You know, to the verbal judo and to the mental martial arts, and being able to de-escalate the situation and not have them come back on you. And you know, after working in Oakland, doing door for 15 years, I never had anybody come back and try to retaliate on me, personally. Right? And I wasn't always, the nicest of door guys. I think Trevor was off a very friendly door guy. I was kind of more of like a just the facts kind of door guy, like what's up, how you doing. After you came in for a while, you showed you weren't a problem, then I probably started opening up to you a little bit. But that was just my particular style. But I didn't work to not piss people off and not take away their manhood and always even them out and not take away their sense of face generally. You know.
I also want to mention this thing I went to. I only went to it one time. I don't even know if I told you about it, in Anaheim, and it's called Fight Church, and it was just in a park. And people were rolling jiu-jitsu. I like slap boxed a dude. Yeah. And then I did some corner drills, like kind of like our corner drills, but a little different, like wall drills. Yeah. I did some like crazy monkey defense.
Sound like your own parties.
And and I did like a double stick, a screamer drill with a dude. And they were just all there to work out, like people from all different schools drilling what they did and sharing information, and that kind of a mix up. Like we don't have one in Oakland, but if there was one, I'd probably
the more you can train people that train different styles of martial arts and stuff, I definitely say the rapport, and definitely the better. I mean, and you have to think that people don't assume as a door guy that the person that you're going to have to contend doesn't know anything. You know, you're majorly underestimating your opponent at that point. I mean, everybody watches UFC now, so everybody has some understanding of some of these moves and techniques. Even if they just watched them on YouTube, they're gonna try them out. People have some understanding. People know how to fight these days a little bit. You know,
that's another thing that I wanted to mention is just how much worse being a bouncer has gotten over time as MMA has gotten better. People have become more dangerous.
They have,
and it used to be when I first started, maybe you'd run into a karate guy or a boxer or a wrestler, but it just wasn't this kind of monsters that they're making now.
Yeah, now people are trained.
Yeah. And if you do wind up fighting somebody that's really good, you got problems, you know. Luckily, most of those people don't go out and get in bar fights, but they do. I mean, they do.
Yes, they do. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've de-escalated situations because I can recognize the type of guy that their good time is going out and fighting. And I recognize it immediately now. And, you know, usually once I recognize that type, you know, especially here in Oakland because I've got a gym and all of that sort of stuff, I just sit down next to him, start talking to him. Yeah. As soon as I hear him start talking loud about fighting and UFCs and arm bars and all of that sort of stuff, I would just sit down next to him, pass him my business card and be like, hey, what's up, guys? My name's Kewesi. You guys talking about fighting? Come work out at the gym. I can't tell you how many times that's de-escalated and broke down fights, just me sitting next to him handing out the business card. You know?
It used to be tap-out shirts. What do people wear now? Like
Training is important, not just for the skills about handling yourself, but learning how to get your own body to de-adrenalize, learning how to discipline your mind. I mean, training makes you harder to get a rise out of. You know, one of my techniques in training and in sparring and all of that sort of stuff is that I always want to be like I'm messing with somebody, like I'm playing with them. So if they're easy to get a rise out of, then I don't even have to really fight them. They lost the fight themselves by me making them angry, or by me throwing them off their game, or by me getting inside their head. And the more you train, it's harder for people to get inside your head like that. You know, you learn to calm down your own emotions so that you're harder to get a rise out of. And you're a harder target to hit. You know, whether it's words, verbal, punches, kicks, takedowns, all of that sort of stuff. You know, you've got no business being in this industry if you're not training.
And the most relaxed and effective you're going to be in a job interview or work or anything else is after you've worked out.
Yeah.
So going to work out every time before you go to work would be the most efficient you could be.
And I actually would do that. I actually would hit the bag. You know, and I found that when I'd go in after hitting the bag and stuff like that, you know, I'm just like, all right, you know what I mean? Or sparring or fighting, whatever.
You're energized, but you're relaxed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, I think we got it.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Till next time.